Hi everybody, it's Mary again with Voice Up Workshop, here with a brief video for you with just a few more thoughts for those of us that are a little afraid of speaking, singing, performing, talking in front of an audience. Of course, preparation is number one, something you need to think of. Speakers need notes, at least an agenda, something that helps you get from point A to point B. If you're a musician and you're singing, for example, a set list is your agenda. And you may want to decide, well, do I speak after every song? Probably not. Or do I group songs into certain categories and do a section of ballads and then bring it into up-tempo? Well, things ebb and flow in meetings too. Something for you to think about. Always start your meeting on something positive, something that people can all identify with. Humor is really important when you speak, sing, perform, teach in front of people. Your audience wants to see you as a human being. And when you bring yourself to your audience that way, it almost always turns out for the better. Okay? Something else I want you to think about is a lot of people give a lot of credence to knowing whether or not they are introverts or extroverts, and it really is a spectrum. And some of us are introverted and some of us are more extroverted. Very few of us are extremes on either end. Quite a few of us, myself included, would say we are ambiverts. We can be extroverted when we need to, and we are also quite introverted in other ways. It's entertaining to know this about you, isn't it? But it's really not the point, because the point is that speaking in front of people, singing in front of people effectively is a skill. And you can learn a skill if you devote enough time and energy to it, and if you have someone who can guide you along the way. I am personally a terrible skater. I have 2 children, they can skate like demons. I'm afraid I'm going to break every bone in my body when I skate, when I get on skates. But ask me how long I spend working on skating. Could I get better at skating? Sure I could. Do I spend any time at all doing it? Nope. It's just not a priority for me. But for some of you, then speaking in front of people is part of your job. Or if you're an artist, then singing in front of people or acting or presenting in front of people is part of what it is that you truly want to do. We're not all going to be naturally gifted in any of these areas. It takes work. And that's what someone like me can help facilitate for you. In a personal or even a semi-personal session with me, at Voice Up Workshop, we would talk about what your specific triggers are. What is it that you're trying to do? If you're a teacher and you're speaking in front of a faculty meeting, that's one scenario. If you're a salesperson getting up to speak in front of your corporate board, that's another scenario. If you're a performer and you just want to do a better job of relating to your audience, that's yet another scenario. There's so many, and yet some of the very same principles apply. And the best one I can give you today is to be yourself, to bring your sense of humor and your humanity to whatever it is that you're doing, because that is ultimately so fascinating for people. When people feel like they're sitting in your living room with you and they're just having a one-on-one with you, even though it could be you and hundreds of people out there, but they still connect with you one-on-one because of the way you come across. It's a skill. It can be learned. If I can help in any way, please reach out to us at voiceupworkshop.com. Send me an email, voiceupworkshop@gmail.com. My husband, Ed, is the technology half of this equation, and he's here as well to answer any of your questions. I hope you have a great weekend, great next week, and we're here for you if you need us. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.